By the way, it's like 40 degrees out here, and I'm out here like it's already spring. I mean, I know I got the spreaders out here, but just bear with me. We're not putting down any fertilizer right now. What's up, guys? It's Jake the Lawn Kid coming back to you with a head-to-head comparison of the Scott's DLX and the Earthway Even Spread. May the best spreader win. So let's dive right into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about, of course, because it's very important with any review before we talk about any specs or anything, is cost. So I spent about $60 on the Scott's Turf Builder, and I got that at Home Depot. And the Earthway Even Spread was actually sent to me from the guys at Solutions as a little gift. They were like, hey, I like your passion in lawn care, I like what you're doing on YouTube, we're going to go ahead and send you a gift. Thanks, Solution Stores. Real quick, here's their contact information. You can either call Paul or you can call Sebastian. Either guy, great business. Be sure to call them. Don't go to their website. I want you guys to call them. They will help you out with any situation you need. And the Earthway Even Spread just happened to be my gift. And that you can actually find at some stores for about $45 or maybe $50. Not bad. So about a $10 difference there. About the features that these spreaders provide, just to give you a better idea of what we're dealing with. One thing that Scott's does offer that you don't really find on the Earthway is this handle right here. I don't really know specifically what it's called, but what it does is it opens and closes the hole for the fertilizer to drop. As you can see, look, open, close. The Earthway does offer something pretty similar, as you can see right here. This handle right here, what it does is it controls the amount of fertilizer that goes down. Like you have your 0 weight, which is closed, and you have 30, which is all the way open. And this guy right here, you may think it does something, but it really doesn't. But anyway, what you do, this is how you control the thickness rate of the fertilizer that comes out. Now, I do like this guy right here because it does allow me to shut it off, because you know that's something you need for your spreaders. But the only thing I don't like is that to control the thickness and turn the thing on and off are located in the same spot. And the reason I don't like that is because when I shut it off and say I forget where I'm at, like if I'm at 15, I have to do a little bit of adjusting just to get back to 15. Unlike with this guy right here, I have the rate guy right here, and I have the thickness rate of the spreader application right here. So they're two independent things. So even though I'm turning this on and off, I don't have to worry a whole lot about changing the rate. Unlike with this one, I gotta kind of readjust and get it back to normal. Make sense? So it's tomorrow, March 5th, 2017. So the one thing I forgot to mention, and I made an error on it, is that this thing actually has a marker for the application rate that kind of locks the thing in place. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I pretty much mentioned that this doesn't really do anything, but what I then realized and then forgot to talk about, there's a little arrow right there indicating where I want my application to be. I turn this down, let me see, right? And it stays there. I think that's pretty cool. But again, it's just one of those things I don't like. I don't like having to touch my adjustments because maybe sometimes you bring it back, it could be a little bit off, you never know. I also don't like the fact that when I go across the lawn that it's very crucial that I have to turn this off. Because with this thing, even if you stop and you don't turn it off, the fertilizer will just leak through. And that's bad because most fertilizers, when you put way too much down in one spot, it can either burn that spot, kill it, overgrow it, all sorts of things. You guys know that I happen to use a Milorganite, which is an organic fertilizer, and because it's an organic, it's not going to burn anything. The only problem you're going to have there, though, is you're just going to have some uneven coloring and a little bit of overgrowth in that one spot due to the overdose of nitrogen. Let me show you a good example. It's not even spring yet. I'm out here in a freaking parka, but either way, let me explain this to you. Here we got the rest of the lawn, right, which is still in its dormant stage, and then we got this green portion of the lawn. This is a good analogy to compare to our situation, because what you can see, this is nitrogen overdose of one fertilizer, and this is the regular amount. Now again, it wouldn't look all dead. What I'm saying here is that if you were to put like way more fertilizer down in this spot, it would have a much darker, much greener appearance than what you see all around here. You get what I'm saying? So I apologize about the quick error there. I'm very sorry about that. I tend to rush into things and I tend to forget every little detail, so I'm sorry about that. My apologies. let's get back to the comparison. One thing I really like about the Scotts too is it does offer the edge guard, which allows you to cut off fertilizer coming out on one side of the spreader and only let it come out here to keep it off the driveways and sidewalks. And the Earthway offers something that's a little bit similar to that, but a little bit better. One thing that's very different from my Scotts model, which has an edge guard by the way, is that this one doesn't have an edge guard. It has something that's called a side spread control. Hang on, let me flip this over for a second. Side spread control. Let me show you. What you can do is there's a little handle in here, right, that allows you to close these two holes, which will cut off your application, any application going on this side, and it will only come out on this side. And you guys know I love the edge guard, but basically what that means is I'm getting a balanced amount of fertilizer down at the edge. But with your edge guard, what's basically happening is you're having an extra amount of products fall onto the edge, which gives you an inconsistent application, which may be good if you want to dominate your neighbor though. Hey, how you doing?
What's up, dude?
How are you?
How's it going, man?
It's good.
Oh, good to see
It's
you.
awesome.
Ready to get started today?
Yes, I am. Let's go.
So we're now.
This door's stuck open. Yeah, I think that'd be a nice jacket for you.
What do you think? This is pretty good?
Definitely. Oh yeah. And
I might need the extra large.
I'll be able to squeeze it to a large.
This is all we really need right here. We don't need anything else. This would be perfect.
Oh! Destroyed the whole display.
Just one bag of this?
Yeah, one bag. Good.
Alright, let's go. I think that's by far the worst experience I ever had here, but
Totally destroyed it.
So Al, you got a choice here. Which one you want to use? This one or that one?
I'm going with the Earthway because I like the side spread control. The Scotts has the edge guard, but I'm an Earthway man, and I'm going to stick to that.
So let's go ahead and talk about performance. Now really, they perform quite the same, except there are some things I want to go over. So you see the Scotts, right? Whenever I push this thing, it feels a lot stronger, like it's able to withstand some of the bumps out there. You know what I'm saying? Earthway, which is a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter, I push it across, it feels a little bit weaker, like it's not going to be able to ignore some of the bumps out there. Like, what I'm saying is that if I were to go on a really bumpy lawn with this, I'm just bumping all over the place, and it feels like it's going to topple over even with, like, heavy winds. This one, being that it's built a little bulkier, like you can kind of see, right, it's got the bigger tires than this one does, it's going to be able to withstand the bumps a lot better. So I'm not saying one is better than the other. I mean, they're both really good spreaders for homeowners. The only thing that makes them separate from one another is the different features. Like the Scotts has the edge guard, the Earthway has the side spread control. They both have different features that kind of makes them dominate one another, and that's what makes them so great. So they're both good units. If you want, I'll leave a link in the description below to where you can check them out. I hope this review's helped you. I'm Jake the Lawn Kid. I'll see you guys next time.
pretty tired. I wasn't supposed to do any work over here today.
Oh God, here we
I'm
go.
supposed to just be on vacation doing
Oh,
nothing.
here we go.
Here I am fertilizing lawns all over this neighborhood. What's going on with that?
Came over to my house. That's what's going on.
That's true. You're supposed to do all the work when we get together. though.
Oh, are you serious?
Well, that's the agreement.
Yeah, I know. But what about the cleanup and stuff?
You're breaking the agreement. No, you have to do all the work. That's
Are you
how
serious?
I only show up on camera if
Come
you're going to do
on.
all the work. Listen, listen. For me to make an appearance is a big deal. You have to do all the work if I'm going to make the appearance.
Oh my God, you freaking slave driver.